Who owns your book of business? Clients, leads, and CRM data. Industry contacting traps. Part 2. You found the client. You made the presentation. You completed the application and followed the first case through. You even delivered the policy. And you continue servicing the customer. So naturally, you may believe the client belongs to you. But the contract may define the relationship very, very differently. Ownership of a book of business can involve far more than renewal commissions. It may include servicing rights, client information, leads, CRM records, future sales opportunities, and referrals. It may also determine what happens to all of those things when the relationship between the agent and the agency ends. My name is Don Pope. I'm the principal agent with Team Nexa Insurance Solutions. I have worked in the industry for more than 35 years, and I have hired and trained hundreds of insurance agents. Welcome to part 2 of our series. In this video, we're going to focus on another major contracting issue. Who actually owns the book of business? We'll discuss client relationship, purchase leads, agency-provided leads, CRM data, and the serious issue of divestment. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to Team Nexa Insurance Solutions YouTube channel, and turn on all notifications. What does owning a book of business really mean? Insurance agents often use this phrase, book of business, but that phrase can describe several different things. It can refer to policies an agent has written. It may refer to clients the agent personally serves. It may refer to renewal commissions generated by those policies. It may refer to customer information stored inside of a CRM. It may also refer to the right to contact those customers in the future for policy reviews, additional products, or referrals. Those rights are not always bundled together. An agent may have the right to receive renewals commissions, but lose the right to contact certain customers after leaving the company or organization. An agent may have access to consumer information while actively contracted, but lose that access immediately when the relationship ends. An agent may have paid for the lead, but still be subject to an agreement stating that the resulting client relationship belongs to the agency or the carrier. That is why the phrase, you own your book of business, is not specific enough. A clear agreement should clearly explain whether or not the ownership includes the renewals, servicing rights, data access, referrals, future sales, transfer rights, and the ability to sell or reassign that book of business. Without that clarity, the word ownership may sound far more protective than it actually is. Trap number 1, assuming the client automatically belongs to you. Many agents believe the client belongs to them because they personally made the sale. The agent may have spent hours prospecting. They paid for the lead, drove to the client's house, completed the application, handled the underwriting, delivered the policy, and continued servicing the account. Completely different. The contract may state that the customers generated through the agency are the agency's or the carrier's clients. It may define policyholder information as confidential company property. It may limit the agent's ability to contact those customers after termination. It may allow the agency to assign those clients to another agent. It may also allow the agent to market additional products to the customer without involving the original writing agent. The important part is that making the sale does not automatically establish every ownership right. An agent should understand how the contract handles servicing, reassignment, future sales, referrals, and customer contact after termination. The phrase, you own your book, should always be supported by a written explanation of what ownership actually includes. Trap number 2, leads you paid for. The next issue involves leads purchased with an agent's own money. Most agents assume that paying for a lead means they own the contact information and the resulting customer relationship. That may be true, but not always. The answer may depend on the lead agreement, the agency agreement, and the terms from the vendor or carrier. Some leads are sold directly to the agent. Others may remain inside the agency-controlled lead platform. Some lead programs allow agents to export their information. Others restrict how the information may be stored, transferred, or used. Some agencies will finance or advance the cost of the leads and recover that money from future commissions. That creates another potential problem. The agent may stop producing and later discover that they have an unpaid lead balance that still exists. The origin of the lead also matters. A lead generated under the agent's personal brand may be treated quite differently from a lead generated under the agency's or the carrier's brand. A consumer responding to an agent's advertisement may have a different relationship from one responding to a company-wide campaign. Paying for the lead is an ownership issue. The lead agreement, carrier, and agency agreement should be reviewed together so the agent understands how the resulting relationship is treated. Let's go to trap number 3. Agency provided leads or carrier provided leads. Agency or carrier provided leads can create additional confusion. An agency or carrier may provide leads at no cost. They may subsidize part of the cost. They may distribute the leads based on production. It may generate leads through agency or carrier advertising. It may also reserve the right to reassign those leads if the agent does not contact them quickly enough or fails to follow the required leads management processes. There is nothing automatically wrong with an agency maintaining an interest in leads it paid to generate. The problem occurs when the arrangement is not clearly explained. The agreement should state whether the lead is permanently assigned or temporarily distributed. It should explain whether the lead may be reassigned, whether the agent may market additional products to the client, and whether the agent continues receiving renewals if someone else services the account. An agent may spend years building trust with customers originally generated by the agency or carrier. If the contract ends, the agent may discover that those relationships remain with the organizations. That possibility should be understood from the beginning. A clear lead policy should explain what belongs to the agent, what belongs to the agency or carrier, and what happens after the relationship ends. Trap number 4, CRM data. A CRM may contain some of the most valuable information in an agent's business. It may include clients' names, telephone numbers, email addresses, birthdays, beneficiary information, underwriting notes. There are a lot of things inside of a CRM. But control of that information often depends on who owns the CRM account. If the agency or carrier created the account and pays for the software and controls the administrative settings, the agency or carrier may control access to everything inside of it. When the contract ends, the carrier's login may become disabled immediately. That could mean losing years of notes, customer history, and follow-up information. Before using an agency or carrier-controlled CRM, the agent should understand who owns the account, who controls the administrator, what data may be exported, whether the information may be transferred to another system, and what happens to their access post-termination. Agents must follow applicable privacy requirements. Have you ever lost access to a CRM, lead platform, a group of clients after leaving an agency or carrier? Without naming individuals, agencies, or insurance carriers, tell us in the comments exactly what happened. Your experience may help another agent understand what to look for before signing a contract. Finally, trap number 5, violations that could lead to divestment. Let's first define the term divestment. In this context, divestment means losing compensation rights that an agent previously believed were actually vested. An agent may have earned the right to receive future renewal commissions, but under some contracts, certain violations can cause vested rights to be taken away. If that happens, future renewal payments may stop. Other future compensation may also cease depending upon the language of the contract. In simple terms, an agent can move from being vested to being divested. That distinction is extremely important because many agents believe that once the renewals are vested, those payments are generated forever. That is not always the case. Some contracts contain provisions allowing an agency or carrier to divest an agent under certain circumstances. Depending upon the agreement, possible triggers could include improperly using confidential customer information, violating a non-solicitation provision, moving clients in violation of the agreement, engaging in fraud or violating replacement rules, recruiting agents in violation of the restriction, or committing other serious breaches of the agreement. Every agent should know whether a divestment provision exists and what conduct could trigger that. An agent may spend years building a substantial renewal book, That renewal income may eventually be worth more than the agent's current first-year commissions. Losing it could create a serious financial hardship for an agent. Don't assume the word vested means guaranteed forever under every possible circumstance. Understand how vesting works. Understand what rights vesting provides, and understand whether certain conditions can cause those rights to be lost. Read more than the carrier contract. Here's what I mean. Agents frequently focus on the carrier contract alone and ignore other documents that they may sign. Ownership, data restrictions, divestment provisions may appear in several different places. They may appear in the agency agreement, the independent contract agreement, the lead agreement, confidentiality and non-solicitation agreements, the agent handbook, or even in the commission schedule or in any separate commission agreement. Another may continue for several years. The entire contracting package must be read together. The phrase, "This is just standard paperwork," should never be used as a reason to ignore a binding agreement. Standard paperwork still can create serious obligations. First, understand who controls the customer relationship. Second, know how personally purchased leads and agency-provided or carrier-provided leads are treated. Third, understand who owns and controls the CRM account and what data may be exported. Fourth, review all confidentiality and non-solicitation and data use restrictions. Fifth, determine whether certain contract violations could result in divestment or loss of future renewals. These 5 areas can determine whether an agent truly owns a business asset or simply has temporary access to an agency or carrier control system. So in closing, everyone, your book of business is more than a list of insurance policies. It includes relationships, information, renewal opportunities, referrals, future sales, and years of work. Don't wait until you leave an organization to discover what you actually own. Understand who controls the clients, understand who controls the leads and the CRM, and understand what information may be retained. And understand whether certain violations can cause future renewal income to stop. In part 3 of Industry Contracting Traps, we'll discuss what happens when you leave an organization. We'll examine the termination provisions, non-solicitation restrictions, confidentiality obligations, pending commissions, and responsibilities that may continue after the relationship ends. Please like this video, subscribe to Team Nexa Insurance Solutions YouTube channel, turn on all notifications so you don't miss part 3. Share this video with an agent who is considering joining any new agency, IMO, FMO, or carrier. Protect your clients, protect your information, protect your renewals, and protect the business you're working so hard to build. For information about Team Nexa Insurance Solutions, visit goteamnexa.com. Thank you.